All of the elements of hip hop are important, but one of the things that people just loved to see back in the day were the B-boys doing their thing. And we sat down to speak to #1 B-boy SaSa from back in the day.
Hey, my name is Paul Ferron. This is Uptown NYC, and we are at the Universal Hip Hop Museum, a ball and fundraiser. And I'm very blessed to be with the original B-boy, Mr. SaSa. Say hello, Mr. SaSa.
Hey, how you doing, people out there, man? How's it going? I'm A1 B-Boy SaSa, fully equipped to make a backbone flip, first generation, coming at you.
You better know, that's true. Now listen, SaSa, we just spoke to Trixie, right? And Trixie, started breakdancing, and he passed it on to you. So Trixie is a breakdancer, right?
Yeah, he's a breakdancer, and he's one of the first burners, like dancing and burners, one of the first on the chain of Kool Herc of breakdancing, burning. And then me and Trixie had a competition, and we danced on 2 records. James Brown and one of my records called Voodoo Nom. I had beat him on both his records. His brother jumped in, and I beat his brother. So I beat Trixie and his brother the same night.
Wow. But so I want to ask you a question though, because that's pretty serious to beat Trixie.
And that's how I became #1. See, Trixie was #1.
But you are a B-boy.
Right, because after I defeated Trixie, right?
Well, in fact, sorry, I just want, before you go
Okay.
into that, you're the first B-boy.
I'm the very first B-boy. Kool Herc can tell you. Kool Herc is downstairs. He can tell you. I was coined the very first B-boy. That's why my name, when people say it, they say A1 B-boy SaSa, because I was the first B-boy.
So what makes you a B-boy?
Because my thing, I used to hit the floor. I used to do spins and twists and everything, come up, be twisting on the floor, pull myself up, fall down on the floor, flip back up. I just used to do abundance of floor moves that that from what people tell me, I just felt good doing it, but what people would tell me was phenomenal and amazing from their point of view, from what they said, because I can't see myself. Right. But they just said it was just amazing. So a lot of times they was like, man, you unbelievable. I've never seen nobody like you.
We're talking about the mid-70s here, right?
Yeah.
So that is pretty amazing.
Right. And then it's weird that Trixie was on top of the chain. And then I was around going to different parties, university, clubs on the east side, the 9 and things of that nature. So he heard about me. So I guess he got tired of hearing about me, So he came up to my school and challenged me. He told me that he wanted to see me. So we had this big event at the Twilight Zone. And that's why I defeated him and it became #1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but he was the man. He was the man. I wasn't looking for him for the simple reason I just got my foot wet. I didn't want to challenge him. This guy was big.
Right.
But he heard about me and, he just got offended that everybody was talking about me, so he came after me.
But it's interesting because, you're coined as the original B-boy, right?
Right, the first B-boy.
B-boy is like a whole culture thing.
It's crazy, it's unbelievable.
It goes beyond dance now, right?
Excuse me, sir, can I mention something? Herc was the first one that said it. He the first one that implemented B-boy. Right? No one else implemented that B-boy but Herc.
Where does it come from, B-boy? Is it just something he just dreamed up?
Hey, you would have to ask Herc that, but Herc is the first one because I remember me, I was coming up at the time with Trixie when we was burning, when we was breaking. It went from dancing to breaking with me and Trixie. And then after I defeated Trixie and defeated abundance of more people, then Herc gave me the name the first B-boy. He called me the A1 B-boy, but where it come from, all I know it came from Herc. I know for a fact because, like I said, as I came up and then, I came up in the era of burning and dancing, and then when Herc said, A1 B-boy SaSa, I said, I'm no B-boy. I'm no B-boy. I thought it was like a clown name, so I'm like no B-boy. But then again, it stuck, so I couldn't do that. I was like, okay, I'm a B-boy then.
Well, it's amazing because there's b-boys up to this day.
It's amazing.
But do you look at these young kids nowadays who call themselves b-boys and think, I'm the father of that? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I know I'm the father, but I know I don't get the credit, and people don't know that. So if I can, before, the end of the road with me or whatever, if they find out that I was the first b-boy, it'll be a blessing before I pass away. But it seems like it's a fight with some of the generations that's after us for them to really recognize that.
But do you not
because
think this museum will help?
I think it'll help a great deal for the simple reason, being that money came into play, it seemed like the loyalties went out the window, like when that money came into play. But before money was into play, you have some of the guys right now that, like, when I walk in the door, greeted me humbly, well respect, just a great deal of respect and love, man. It was unbelievable. To now in these days is where that, like, some of them is fighting to be more recognized.
Right.
But I'm not knocking them for that, but I just hope the truth come to light. And therefore, then the people won't be misled.
So are you going to be part of the museum? Are you going to kind of contribute at all?
Yes, indeed. I'm going to do all I can for the simple reason, it's where that I'm just thankful to be a part of it. So whatever way I can give it support, I'm all in.
Well, conversations like this help, right?
Yes, it
because,
do.
We're getting the truth from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, it just makes me feel so good that I'll be able to tell my story. And the thing about it, the story I tell, any of them, they can't deny it. They know it's the truth.
Right.
And then again, being that I was on top, I retired on top, I don't have to fabricate. I don't have to make up anything at all. So I didn't mind going up against them,
So listen, let's say you have a legacy, right? So let me just say this to you. Your legacy is set in stone, regardless of...
Yeah,
you think about
some people who will try to erase it.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
We're going to have a museum. We're
Right.
going to have your story told in the museum, right?
Right.
So if we're going to put a statue of you, right?
Right.
What's the move we're going to make the statue look like? What move are you going to be in?
Well,
what's your favorite move? How would you like to be remembered?
Well, if you had a statue of me, I would be down on my legs. Ooh.
That's okay. That's your microphone.
I would be down on my legs, like this, pulling myself up.
That's your move.
Yeah. Like hitting the floor.
Yeah.
Pulling myself up and then hitting the floor, then coming backwards and spinning up.
Dude, do you know how many times I've seen it on Soul Train?
Huh?
I've seen that move before.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, that's back from then. I would hit the floor, come up, spin it, and hit the floor like this. Like this here, bang. And then come down, hit my, like this, and spin up. Like, how you sit on the...
Yeah.
And then spin up.
That's you.
Yeah, that's one of me. Or
that's how we're gonna memorialize you.
Or I go around, or I take my legs and do the helicopter.
Just put that in.
Or I go around and do the helicopter, like James Brown used to do.
Yeah.
And then I hit myself in the back. Then then I just come up. And then I would start moonwalking frontwards and all that,
You still got some of the moves in you.
Yeah, because I'm a natural dancer. I'm a gifted dancer.
Tell everybody who you are and why you're the original B-Boy. And this is Uptown NYC.
Uptown NYC, I'm A1 B-Boy. A1 B-Boy SaSa. I defeated the best and I retired the best. I retired A1 B-Boy SaSa. I was coined the first A1 B-Boy SaSa and retired undefeated in the battle dance.
It's Uptown NYC and we are out.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you.